New from the Cody Laboratory.
The 1952 Straddle car, fully pressurized, roomy seating for 4, and a Nerva 12 engine with more power and less fallout. The 1952 Straddle car even comes with a DVD player, roomy airlock with 2 days atmosphere, and then power doors with built-in staircase, a shielding option.
New from the Cody Laboratory.
Mountains of miscalculation and often lose themselves in horror, error, and darkness. No, you're nothing but a freak of life. Only a madman. Say what is user may change all that was untested, untried, till we used it on you. An experiment of horror. Behind that door. How can you speak of pain? Can't you see that you're powerless? You should know it was I who helped him amputate the beat your head and the beat your brain.
Welcome, prisoner 91166.
I warn you, you better stop pestering me, do you hear? I'm getting fed up with you and your insidious talk.
You should have disconnected my speech sentence.
He should have cut out your tongue while he was
Open the prisoner's eyes, and leave.
Oh, yeah, man, you did hide.
You miserable beast.
We begin again with the treatments 91166.
I'm not a number. My name's Alistair.
The continued wave of death-dealing explosions yesterday at Area Defense Headquarters. As in previous occasions, the authorities are unable to detect the cause of these blasts, which have done untold damage. Who could possibly be doing this?
Well, there are several theories, Joan. But so far, no one is even sure what kind of explosives are being used or how they're set off. Maybe Mr. Henderson will have some information for us when he gets in from Washington.
That guy Henderson wouldn't tell you what time it is. Just what is his job, anyway?
He won't tell you that either, Ted, but it's a big one. He only answers to a few people in this country of ours. I think that... Hello, Mr. Henderson.
Hello, Commander Cody. Ted, Miss Gilbert, how are you getting along with the rocket ship?
As well as can be expected, sir. Our test with the model is satisfactory. So that's why you want us to fly to the moon.
Yes. And when you get to the moon, find out if these attacks are actually coming from there. And try to devise some plan for stopping them. In the meantime, we'll do what we can with these attacks here. Is your flying suit still working?
Yes.
You may ask you to use it. If a ray gun is being used to cause these blasts, it's probably being operated from the ground. And if you could get to the scene of the attack soon enough, you might be able to find some clue to the attackers.
I'll be glad to try.
Good. We'll phone you as soon as we have any information about another attack.
All right, sir.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Rock, calling Reddick. Rock, calling Reddick.
Come in, Krog. A rocket ship is leaving here in 5 days to investigate our moon. I did not believe the Earthmen possessed a ship capable of making the journey. I just learned about it myself, but I'm sure my information is correct. Very well, it is not too serious. We will be prepared to take care of the visitors when they arrive.
Well, boys, that's it.
Well, the best of luck to all of you, sir. Hope this thing works all right.
So do we. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Fire main jets.
Believe it or not, we are. A lot of miles per minute.
She's living up to the test we made. Set a course for the moon.
Right.
We're just about here. Looks like we're on the right track. We ought to be down in another 2 hours. There's a city just ahead.
Where do we sit down?
Let's take her back in those hills where we can find a place to hide the ship. Then I'll fly over the city in the rocket suit.
Okay.
Set her down in that canyon.
Okay.
Welcome, Commando Cody. I am Rettig, ruler of the moon. Apparently you were expecting me. Of course.
For many years, our radio has kept us informed of events on Earth. And my men there have advised me of your every move.
I see you have adopted our language, and that conquering the Earth isn't so simple.
Ah, but it will be. Because of our atomic weapons. On the moon, we have an element, lunarium, which is far superior to uranium as a base for atomic reactions. And we can completely control the force of these reactions, enabling us to build atomic weapons ranging from huge cannon to these small ray pistols.
It's very considerate of you to give me all this information.
You deserve some reward for your long journey, but unfortunately, I cannot permit you to return to Earth with it.
Maybe I have something to say about that?
So much for the effectiveness of your weapons. Now I will demonstrate one of ours.
What do you think? 91166.
Lunarium.
Lunarium.
They don't use it very well.
Really? How is that?
A single-shot ray pistol isn't very efficient.
I did like the big magnet.
Much too clever for this film.
I agree.
What kind of fallout comes from an atomic derringer?
I don't know.
Aren't you a scientist, Doc?
Aren't you my experiment?
Who, me?
Time for me. Now was a punishment phase. That's enough for now, I think.
That's smart, but I'm still Alistair waiting to obey.
So Riddick plans to invade the Earth with his army from the moon. As soon as the saboteurs he already has there finish softening up our defenses. Do you think he'll be able to do it? I'm afraid he might. I don't know how many men or rocket ships he has, but his atomic weapons are so far ahead of anything we have, he wouldn't need a very big army.
What did you find out about the ray guns?
Only that they use an element called lunarium instead of uranium as the base for their atomic reactions. They apparently can control the reactions so they will work either as a disintegrating ray or as an explosion like our atomic bomb.
Scout 7 reporting to headquarters.
Come in.
I found the Earthman's rocket ship, Your Excellency.
Stay there and keep watch.
Yes, sir.
You sure you don't want me to go along? No, not this time. This is just a scouting trip to try to find where they keep the lunarium.
How do you expect to do that?
Well, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to capture one of the moon men and get some information out of him. Want me to cut off your air again?
No. No.
Where is the lunarium stored?
I will tell you.
Think I'll pass? Sure, you'll pass all right if that joker told the truth. He wasn't in any position to lie very well. No, it's just lucky I picked up one of the men who guard the lunarium. If we're going to get there in time for you to take his place, we better hurry. It's a little after 9. I'll go right in. You find a place to hide and watch for me to come out. Okay.
About time you got here. I was delayed.
Got it. Yes. It's so heavy, it's going to take us a week to lug it back to the ship. Get out of sight, quick.
Number 6 reporting. That is all. Very well. This is patrol number 6. Somebody stole my car. Send another one quickly.
How's the fuel pressure? Seems okay.
Make all the speed you can. There he is. That's right, we're near miss. That might stop it.
What was that? A ray gun blast. See what's behind us. There's another car chasing us. We better use our gun. We'll have to turn around to do it. There's a bunch of rocks ahead that'll give us some shelter. We'll wait until we get there.
He's heading for some rocks. We'll have to stop him.
That's our feed pressure line. We're stuck. I'll say we are. Pressure's down to nothing. I can fix this if I have time. Fly out and try to stop them with your grenades. Okay.
Stop behind a rock. But I think I can blast him.
I hate Mondays, don't you?
It's Moon Day.
No, you make fun.
That's the original name.
Sunday, then Monday.
Yeah, back in the days when they thought the moon was made of cheese.
It really isn't. You know that, right?
Maybe not, but this film is.
No argument.
So the radar men from the moon don't have any radar.
What makes you say that?
Cody's ship wasn't spotted.
You've got to calm yourself down.
Who, me?
I know how to do it. Now, what's the punishment for you? That's enough for now.
That's smart, but I'm still Alistair Wayne LeBay.
Stuck. So's the other car. Let's go after him with our ray pistols.
Feel better? Yes. Did you stop them? For a little while, but I don't know for how long. You better go out and see what's happening while I try to fix that feed pressure line. Okay.
Get Hank and put this aboard. And get set for takeoff as fast as you can. I'll ditch this car.
Right.
Okay, we're ready.
Right.
Aren't you going to let me go before you leave?
No, we're taking you with us. And you better go back to your quarters until we get started. Get going! Safety belts fastened? Fire pilot jets. Fire main jets.
Some coffee.
What's up, Doc?
Part 2.
Those wacky radar men.
Becky?
They don't seem to use radar. Instead, they sent out a scout.
I never noticed that before.
And Cody doesn't wear gloves.
He doesn't?
He should have freeze-dried fingers by now in a hard vacuum.
This is true.
He can hold his breath well, too.
The sleeves seem tight enough.
Not that.
Well, what then?
There's no glass in his helmet.
So bad.
And you call yourself a scientist. He should suffocate.
Now for the punishment. That's enough for now, Join the Lost Planet Airmen in your very own Commando Cody flying suit. Fight Reddick, the Moon Menace, and his zombies of the stratosphere on Satan's satellites. Become the Sky Marshal of the universe and King of the Rocketmen. Complete with rocket pack, controls, helmet, and jacket, asbestos pants, salts, and
New to the Cody Laboratory.
I could certainly use that product at door service.
keep it up, smart guy.
Commando?
Excuse me?
Is that his first name or what?
Seems so.
What's his middle name? Ranger? Green Beret? Paratrooper?
Probably starts with a C.
How about Buffalo Bill?
It's been done.
One wonders what sort of parents Commando Cody had.
No doubt.
He's not much of an actor.
He was played by George Wallace.
Say what?
George Wallace.
Late governor of Georgia?
Different guy.
Even the female astronaut gets stuck serving coffee.
It was the 50s.
So Secretary Joan is played by June Cleaver?
Aileen Town.
I suppose we can look forward to her being kidnapped?
Of course.
Oh.
Ted the lab assistant, played by William Blakely, can look forward to being taken prisoner by the hoodlums as well. But now for the rest of the film.
do with him, Hank?
It's just like a burial at sea, Joan. Only his body will float around in space forever.
Everything okay, Hank?
She's under control now.
Good. Make a 180-degree turn and head for home.
Okay.
Ready, calling Krog. Ready, calling Krog. Ready, calling Krog.
This is Krog, Your Excellency.
The rocket ship from Earth has been here again and escaped with a supply of lunarium.
That's serious. Now they can build their own ray guns and prevent your invasion from the moon.
Of course. So their ship must not be allowed to land. Calculate the time of their arrival and have your ray gun set up ready to blast them. This time you must not fail. Your own life and the future of our people are at stake.
I understand, Your Excellency. You heard the orders? There must be no bungling this time. I will draw up a detailed plan of operations.
There we are. We ought to be able to pick up the good old Earth on the scanning screen pretty quick.
Here it comes. Right when Krog figured. Wait till it turns in for a landing. Okay.
All right, Hank. Make your 180-degree turn.
Going in for a landing. Any time now.
That was a ray gun blast. Take her up again, quick.
Why, too soon. Wasn't close enough.
Keep going up. We've got to stay out of range.
Okay, but then what? We're almost out of fuel. We've got to set her down sometime.
It's probably Graver and Daly in that truck with the ray gun. I'll try to stop.
Still climbing slow, but it's way out of range.
It'll have to come down sometime.
Yeah, but we're going to have trouble first. Here comes Cody in his flying suit. Get him in your sights and blast him when he gets close enough.
If I wait for him to get any closer, he'll be right over us.
Then take a shot at him.
Well, this is it, folks. We've got to turn back and land before we're clear out of fuel.
Rocket's coming in again. Get set for it. This time, wait till it gets so close you can't miss.
Number 7 died.
He was a bad guy.
So's Graver and his gunner. Why doesn't Hank land elsewhere?
Well, that's their landing field.
That ship can land anywhere.
That is true.
They've shown us 400 miles of roads for them to land on.
Mostly dirt.
Where did they land on the moon?
The reason is simple. It's in the script.
Some script.
Their script calls for what now was a punishment phase.
Can't tell. But we missed the rocket. It's already landed on the other side of the hill.
Maybe we can blast them before they get a chance to unload.
Oh, there'll be too many guards there, and we might lose the ray gun. We'd better pull out of here.
This is serious. And Cody did escape. I heard the announcement over the radio. I must report to the moon. Frog calling Reddick. Frog calling Reddick. Frog calling Reddick. Come in, Krog. I have very bad news, Your Excellency. Commando Cody has upset our plans for destroying the rocket ship, and the lunarium has been landed.
Do you have an atomic bomb strong enough to start a volcanic eruption in the Mount Alda crater?
An excellent idea. We shall carry it out at once.
Very well. Then start an intensified campaign with the ray gun. Earth's defenses must be completely broken down before we can risk an invasion from the moon.
Yes, Your Excellency. Heard the orders? Charter a plane and drop one of our atomic bombs into the outer crater. Nature will do the rest.
Okay. When do we do it?
At once. I will get you the bomb.
If the moon men did start that eruption, they certainly got results.
Well, somebody must have started it. That volcano's been dead for years. Took quite a blast to get it going again. An atomic bomb dropped from a plane would seem to be the only answer.
You know, Commando Cody thinks that maybe...
How'd you make out? I think we're on the right track. The second airport I checked had chartered the plane on the day of the eruption to 2 men, answering the description of Graber and his pal. Then we're right. They're the ones who bombed the volcano. Looks like it.
Yes, but that doesn't help us catch them. Couldn't you get a line on them?
The names and addresses they gave were phony, but I did get one break. The airport manager borrowed these matches from Graber and forgot to give them back.
Al's Cafe. That might do us some good.
It at least means they've been there. And if we're lucky, they might be regular customers.
Is everything ready?
Yes. We can pick up the truck and get going.
Here are the timetables. A map with the best points of attack indicated. Cover as many of them as you can today.
Right.
So where are we now?
About back where we started. Except that we do know that Graber's been hanging out at Al's Cafe.
He'll probably never show up there again.
But I might find somebody around there who knows them. Anyway, I'm going to give it a try. I'll call you later.
Well, I'm a mechanic, and the last time they asked me to do some work on a truck motor for them, I couldn't handle the job. So, yesterday it was. I told them to try Benson's over on the south side of town, but I don't know whether they ever went over there or not.
Mm-hmm. I'll check up on it. Do you know Benson's address?
It's on Central between 14th and 15th, south side of the street.
Good, thanks.
I'll let you know if you have to turn up here.
Good day, 911666.
Prove it, Doc.
You're still here?
Yeah, out of all the 50s.
Why is that?
Back in the day, you could let a single woman hitchhike.
Not very safe to do today.
At least not when I'm driving.
Very true.
Graber sure got lucky finding a ride within seconds.
Nice driver.
He also found more bullets.
He did some good shooting, too.
Sure did.
Knocked Cody down.
Good thing he wears a helmet.
He needs it.
I could use one too, with the wind blowing through my brain cells.
Now for the punishment. That's enough for now,
That really hurt. Oh, great commercials.
New from the Cody Laboratory.
Soul Party. Why don't you liven it up with nitroxium, the goofy gas?
Dude, like, I'm getting really hungry. Yeah, man, I could, like, totally go for, like, a pizza with everything on it. Oh, wow, man. My hands are, like, huge.
Nitroxium can be headed for.
New from the Cody Laboratory.
Well, I could certainly use that product at door service.
You grow annoying.
So do you.
Too bad.
What happened to the driver?
The driver?
That poor guy in the woods who picked up the Lone Ranger.
He was played by Dick Coogan.
You think Graber bumped him off?
Could be.
So how is Krug supposed to hire new help without money?
Space Jewels.
They're just for emergencies.
Getting new help would qualify.
That's true.
Reddick's mad.
In which sense of the word, Doc?
I'd say both.
Is that your professional psychiatric opinion?
Yes, I think so.
Well, in my opinion, it takes one to know one.
Very funny.
I'd say a scientist using human subjects is bad.
No, just annoyed.
Oh.
The true insanity here has to be that of Ronald Davidson, whose script indicates severe schizophrenia. Well, now for the rest of the film.
No, I don't remember anyone answering that description. But of course we run a lot of jobs through here and I don't know all the drivers.
How about these trucks that are in here now?
Well, this one and this one are a couple of my regular customers. That one's a cross-country job. It came in last night for an ignition check. I didn't see who the driver was. The night man took care of it.
Okay if I look it over?
Sure, go ahead.
Get away from that truck.
Hey, what's going on?
Frisk him. Stay out of this or you'll get hurt.
Now, look, I don't want any trouble in here.
Let's roll.
truckload of radios was a phony. That whole back end was a fake door. I'm sure they're planning on hiding something inside.
Probably a ray gun.
That's what I'm afraid of. They'll probably start blasting again any time now. I've sent Ted out to the airport to stand by on a plane with some light bombs. As soon as we hear of any ray gun attacks, I'll fly out and try to locate that truck, then radio Ted to bomb it. Cody Laboratory. All right, we'll be right out. They just blasted a troop train in the east end of Carson Valley. Radio Ted to take off on our plane at once and fly around out there. I'll contact him as soon as I spot the truck.
Right away. Calling Ted Richards. Calling Ted Richards.
Ted Richards. Calling Ted Richards.
This is Ted. Come in.
I've spotted the truck. It's going along a dirt road just east of the end of the valley.
I'll be right with you.
Okay. I'll keep them in sight until you show up. Use the rifle.
Did you get him? No, but I scared him off.
So we can fly back and tell the cops where we are?
So what? By the time they get out here, we'll be long gone.
Ted.
This is Ted.
You're headed in the right direction. Just keep going. I'm coming aboard.
Right.
Truck's just ahead. Fly over that dirt road. Okay, where are the bombs? Right there. Right a little. That's good. Just keep going. Okay.
Goodness, it's Friday.
What a crock.
A crock?
Raver had a bit of rice.
Had who what?
Cody was knocked out. Raver had a gun. Bang, show's over.
No, there's 5 more episodes.
But it's Friday. Cody's dead.
No, he's not.
Come on, it's been a week. Get me out of this theater.
For 2 days?
Oh, I get some time off then?
The Foundation won't pay overtime.
They won't.
I get time off.
Great.
Now, was the punishment phase. That's enough for now.
That's smart, but I'm still Alistair Wayne LeBay.
What was that? There's a plane up there. He must have bombed us. And it looks like he's coming back for another try. I'll stop. We'll give it a blast with our ray gun.
That was pretty close, but drop down a little lower next time. Okay. They've stopped. Looks like they're aiming at guns. Dive on them, quick. Okay.
Hurry it up. He's diving on us again. You missed. Aiming too quick. Turn the truck around. I'll get another side of it. Right.
For another shot at us. Get going. Better bail out. Okay. Intolerable. If the Earth people use that lunarium to build ray guns, they will be able to repel our invasion.
I realize that, but I did my best.
Your best is not good enough. I'm going to fly down to Earth at once and take charge of operations myself.
I will welcome your help.
Apparently you need it. In the meantime, have your men go after Commando Cody and any other key personnel they can reach. We must delay the completion of any ray guns on Earth until my invasion fleet is ready.
Yes, Your Excellency. Cody and his assistants must be destroyed.
The lunarium arrived safely at the government atomic laboratory, and have already started converting it into a compound suitable for use in the ray gun.
How long will that take?
Some time, I'm afraid. The element's entirely new to our scientists, and they'll have to build considerable equipment to handle it.
I hope they can get us ready before the moon men attack.
Do you have any idea when the invasion may be expected?
No. The moon ruler told me himself he was planning the attack, but he didn't say when.
Let's find a spot where we can watch the window in case anyone tries to get out.
We must start manufacturing these weapons at once.
Wouldn't it be better to save the lunarium for bigger guns? They're what we'll need to stop an invasion by rocket ships.
Excuse me, but isn't it getting awfully stuffy in here?
I'll open a window.
We better get out of here. That'll bring the cops.
We can't yet.
Well, I guess that finished him. Let's get out of here.
I'm all right now.
He seems to be coming around, all right. Somebody took a shot at me from outside. I'm going to go look for them. You better stay here with him. Scraper and Daly. Come on.
I'll drive.
Okay.
What's the matter?
Somebody stole my car. I've got to get to a phone to report it.
There's a car following us. Keep rolling.
You'll have to get closer.
Calling all cars. Calling all cars. A black sedan has been stolen from in front of Cody Laboratory. Last seen going north. Get after it.
Cody must have taken the cop's car. I hope they take after him instead of us.
We've got some help. There's some motor cops right behind us.
Once the cops are on our side, all we have to do is stay ahead of Cody a little longer.
I'm out of shells. Try to get alongside and I'll use that gas grenade.
He's catching up with us.
Try again. That threw me off balance.
Something's wrong with our car. Slow down.
Get out with your hands up.
We'll handle this.
Wait a minute, officer. I'm Commando Cody. These men tried to murder us in my lab.
Come on, Doc. You gotta be kidding me.
An exciting episode today.
Some hero.
What do you mean?
Commando Cody is nuts.
Why is that?
Tearing down a busy street, blazing away with a gun,
Not very safe, I'll grant you that.
endangering innocents,
Blocking traffic?
speeding, left of center, failure to yield, air pollution.
Pollution?
Yeah, the gas grenade, Doc.
It was mostly inside the car.
That's true.
Definitely unsafe.
It looked like Cheech and Chong's car.
Who are they?
Just how long have you been in this country anyway, Doc?
Now for the punishment. That's enough for now.
jealous of the other kids' toys. Get yourself a moon tank. Maneuver it by remote control
and no guards.
They had an alarm system installed.
A hand-operated bell.
You have a point.
And this important Mr. Anderson travels alone?
Seems so.
Don't they even lock the doors?
Apparently not. This wasn't the first time.
That's right.
You'd think they'd learn.
The Manhattan Project light.
Very light.
How come the bell brought the police, but the gunfire didn't?
The Cody Institute is loud.
And since when do the cops carry gas bombs around?
It's tear gas.
They didn't cough or cry. How did they gain immunity?
Bro, that's it.
Oh.
The producer, Franklin Adrian, made many a stinky movie, like all the rest of the rocket suit movies, with the same director. Well, now for the rest of the film.
We'll handle this. Wait a minute, officer. I'm Commando Cody. These men tried to murder us in my laboratory.
Yeah, well, all I know is that you stole the police car. So I'm taking a whole bunch of you down to the station. Come on, get in the car. All of you.
Certainly, officer. It's a good idea. You must have done some fast talking to get out of that. No. As soon as I convinced them who I was, everything was all right. Did you find out anything from Graber and Daly? Not a thing. They denied they ever used the ray gun or that they have anything to do with the planned invasion from the moon.
But you can testify that you've seen them using the ray gun.
I could, but I'm not going to.
What?
My testimony could convict them, but what good would it do? They're just hired thugs. And whoever is boss of the show could easily hire someone else to operate the ray guns.
But it's ridiculous to turn those murderers loose.
I know it looks that way, but it's the only way to locate their headquarters and perhaps smash the whole gang.
How do you figure that?
Well, I've instructed the police to release them and trail them until they leave town. Then they'll radio me and I'll take over.
Still can't figure out how we got out of that so easy. Yeah, did seem kind of phony. There's a car back there and it might be tailing us.
Do we run for it?
Not yet. Take it easy till we make sure he's after us.
Calling Commander Cody. Calling Commander Cody.
This is Commander Cody. Come in.
Our men are headed out of town on highway number 19. They are driving at a moderate rate of speed. They should pass the city limits in about 5 minutes.
I'll get out there right away. Well, I hope it works.
Good luck.
You sure you won't need me? No, Ted, but thanks anyway.
Car turned off, so I guess it wasn't following us. Head for the cave.
Right.
can't understand why they let you off so easy. But it's very fortunate you came back when you did. Rettig has arrived. He came down in his personal rocket ship. He landed it in the cave in the east side of the old Mount Henry mine. I just spoke to him by radio. He wants us to arrange for 4 more trucks and 8 men to operate the ray guns he brought with him.
Okay. We'll go to town and get them.
Get those hands higher.
And what thoughts have you today?
Commando.
You mean Cody?
Must be a really high rank.
How so?
He seems to be above the Los Angeles police chief.
He does give a lot of orders.
And he got Graber released.
Yes, he did.
And the guy had killed a cop in his escape just last week.
His partner, actually.
Yeah, they let him go too.
But it's a case of national security.
Yeah, right.
Let we have security. Now, was a punishment phase. That's enough for now.
That's smart, but I'm still Alistair Wayne LeBay.
Both finished.
So what do we do now? This is Rettig, ruler of the moon. You will carry out Krog's orders. Get the men and the trucks necessary to operate my ray guns and bring them here at once.
There was enough metal in my flying suit to partially ground the current, so I was only knocked out. But the other man was killed instantly.
From what you've told us, he must have been the leader of the moon forces here.
I think so. But now that Rettig is on Earth, he'll take command. If Graber and Daly carry out their orders, he'll soon have a strong force of men and ray guns.
Then we must capture him before he can get organized.
If he has ray guns there, it won't be easy. No, but at least we can get the ray gun in Krog's cave and use it ourselves.
I'll arrange to have it picked up at once.
If you will have it mounted on a truck, it can be taken directly from there to the mine. Ted and I will go out and scout around so we can move in on them as soon as the ray gun gets there.
I'll get it to you as quickly as possible.
Yes, sir.
Do you know exactly where the Mount Henry mine is?
Yes, it's an old abandoned one. It has 2 entrances and,
Cody Laboratory. Yes, he's here.
Hello?
This is the bartender at Al's Cafe, Mr. Cody.
Yes?
Those 2 men you asked me to watch for just came in. They're talking to some other fellas. Looks like they're trying to work up a deal.
We'll be right down. Graber and Daly are at Al's Cafe. We have time to pick them up and still get to the mine before the truck. That's their car, all right. Get to your feet. Search it.
Last but not least episode.
Hey, Crow died.
He did?
That ninja raccoon got fried.
You like that?
Can't think of a nicer guy to be electrocuted.
I'll bet you were rooting for Cody to die.
His jetpack was out of gas.
You think so?
That jolt would have set it off if it had any fuel left.
Probably true.
It affected his brain, though.
What exactly makes you say that?
Exactly?
Yes, exactly.
He forgot his mighty rank.
His rank?
He outranks the police chief. He should have had cops with him.
Now for the punishment. That's enough for now.
That will hurt. Our great commercials.
New from the Cody Laboratory.
Get more bang for the buck with the Lunarium Bomb, the most compact nuclear device available. It can be delivered by any light aircraft by untrained personnel. It can be easily fired from a tank. Original mortar not recommended for women who are pregnant or may become pregnant.
New from the Cody Laboratory.
Well, I could certainly use that product at door service.
Yet another fist fight.
And they lost.
Yet again.
Cody needs boxing lessons.
Indeed.
Once again, they have him at their mercy and don't kill him.
Well, there were witnesses there.
Poor Al got his cafe trashed.
Ted Thorpe.
Was he really Al, or did he just work for Al's cafe?
He tended bar.
Right, he said that on the phone.
I'm glad you pay attention.
of yours.
Hostility?
You don't give me much choice here.
That's the idea.
Know what it's like to have your eyeballs pinned open for hours?
I'm not crazy. You are.
Nothing I ever did is like what you do here.
What haven't you done?
Name me one thing I've done to deserve this sort of treatment.
You got caught. And let's honor these stuntmen. Gary Lofton, David Sharp, Tom Steele, Guy Teague, Ken Terrell, and Dale Van Sickle. And now for the rest of the film.
Keep rolling.
No chance of getting them out of that. No. Let's go after Reddick. Everything all right? Seems to be. We were delayed getting here, and I don't know what the setup is in the mine. So you stay here with the gun while we do some scouting. Yes, sir. Should be here by now. Go out to the mine entrance, see if there's any sign of them. Yes, sir. Let's take a look inside.
that Reddick's dead, we feel sure there's no immediate danger of an enemy invasion from the moon. We'll have time to build an adequate defense.
Will you want us to make another trip to the moon to see what's going on?
I don't think so. Now that the moon men's attack has failed, we can make the whole story public, and the military authorities can take charge. But we will need more of your rocket ships, Commando. So I suggest you make plans for going into their manufacture on a large scale.
Before we get started on ships using regular rocket fuel, let's do some experimenting with atomic power from lunarium.
That might be pretty hard to control.
No, I've got it all figured out. Now stand back, please. Look, by setting the controls on this model rocket, I can make it slowly circle the room and come right back. Watch. Here we go.
I thought you said it was going to slowly circle the room and come back.
At least it did come back.
And that's it for Cody.
Poor Graber.
Graber?
Did he use silver bullets?
Lunarium.
Well, that would explain why their car violently exploded.
And the Earth is safe once more.
Now we have ray cannons too.
Plus spaceships.
And Reddick the ruler.
Bastions, comments, syndication contract bids, and offers of sexual liaison may be emailed to RePsychOlde@gmail.com. Thank you very much.